Hi Leos, welcome to the channel, ProjectFEVtarot and more. I'm Sharon, Intuitive Empath, and I'm going to be doing your guys's, I want to call it monthly reading, but the truth is it's really about these transit energies, and I think that's what I'm going to call it, the transit energies, life reading for each of the signs from the now until the end of May, and then all of June is what I'm going to pick up on these energies, because I do feel intuitively, futuristically, that these energies are going to shift wildly, not just from here until the end of June, but almost flip on their asses after June and kind of bring a totally different picture by then, because all of this is happening really to bring forward the things that have been in the dark for too long. Okay, so Leo, I'm going to put in a couple of shuffles. I've already done some shuffles and I've done some prep work with the different decks. You guys are coming through particularly strong because we've got some Aries placements, some fire placements, and anytime you have Aries at the forefront or fire element at the forefront with a fire sign, you get initiation, inspiration, influence, inception. The shadow element of that is ego. So let's just take into consideration that you guys might be tempted to extinguish this illusionary identity in one aspect while simultaneously building another illusion. And the whole point of this next 6 to 8 weeks is really to just kind of refine all of that illusion down to the truth. Okay, so we're supposed to be ditching that which doesn't serve us in our greatest and highest selves, our highest good. So life readings classically are 5 and 5. So you're going to get 5 cards depicting the most recent past phases of the situation, what you're actually going to start going through in the most present energies, the soul lesson that you're going to be experiencing, how that's going to manifest itself in your situation physically and in your linear world, and then the ultimate outcome of all of this, the whole lesson that you're supposed to learn by the end of June, okay? So the energies that we have come through for the most recent past is 8 of Pentacles in reverse, the Fool in reverse. Now, a lot of the readings have had cards in reverse, and instead of it meaning yes, no, positive, negative, or even the negative aspects of these cards, it's really just that the energies that these cards represent are actually presenting themselves in your life. But the reversal of those is that you're working on these more internally than externally in your environment, because it's the internal subconscious level that's being recalculated and recalibrated at this stage for all of us as a collective, particularly with these transits. And what I find elementally unstable about the energies in general is these cards that come out in reverse from here until the end of June. What it looks like you guys are representing in the most recent past that has triggered what's going to continue to play out as a theme is there's something that you were working hard on, but you still haven't taken that leap of faith, okay? So there's something elementally that is preventing you from really jumping in, diving in head first. And it looks like it's past, okay? Past heartbreak, past issues, and a lack of clarity about your absolute truth. So this is what you're going to be focusing on as your soul lesson, okay? What your focus is actually right in the present is finding your truth and redefining your truth about whatever these past issues are. These could be childhood traumas. These could be ideals that you held factual, particularly in love and relationships. You know, you idealized a parental role because they were absent in your life. Things like that are all being brought forward and on the chopping block for evaluation. So this is going to set the stage for the transformation that's going to come through this soul's journey. Outcome in the current paradigm of things is Page of Cups. I think you're learning elementally how to absolutely love the truest part of yourself, okay? I do think that you're going to bring forth elementally an unconditional love for self. And not just the external, exterior self, but actually getting to know who you really are and actually falling in love with who that is, okay? You've got the 7 of Cups and you've got the 6 of Wands for your soul's lesson, which I do believe is going to be how to make great choices, because the 7 of Cups really represents options and considering and weighing all of the options and then coming out on top of all of that. So how to make the decisions that not just serve you best, but serve your best good. Okay, so that's the soul lesson. And here you have the Hierophant in reverse and the 2 of Cups in reverse. I think that what this is elementally, the whole point of this is to make these decisions independently, instead of seeking gurus or teachers and then elementally considering what they say or even people that you care about. This is basically like going outside of yourself to find out what your best decision could be, and then taking everybody's advice and you know, cycling through it and kind of figuring out what everybody else wants for you, and instead finding the strength from within, because the strength card is in the ultimate outcome of all this, is finding the internal strength with your own intuition to follow what it is that you're truly passionate about. Okay, so all of these options exist because you've been going to so many different external locus for your inspiration or for the input of all these different people. So if it's a relationship and you're like, do I marry this person? Should I spend the rest of my life with this person? And you're asking around to all of these, like, even relationship gurus or dating coaches, or, you know, going to YouTube and watching a lot of videos on relationships, and then going to your friends and family and asking, you know, should I? And then you're getting all of this input. And really in the past, elementally, what has happened is you've made lots of decisions that have been very disappointing for you, and has caused a cold kind of, a coldness in your life, where you're dissociated from your own life and from your own self, because you're not making the decisions that serve you. You're making the decisions that make everybody else happy or that reflect everybody else's input. And I think that elementally what's going to happen for you in the next 6 to 8 weeks is that you're going to start to diverge from that codependent mentality and into very much your own self-love, independence, self-worth, independence, making the decisions that really help you and your happiness, okay? Because I think what you're learning is you're the one who has to live with the result of these choices. You're the one who's actually having to live with it in your day-to-day life. And manufacturing a life from someone else's perspective that you have to put the effort and energy into that paradigm to create is proving dissatisfying for you. Like, you're not satisfied with what's coming as the outcome of your efforts. So you're working really, really flipping hard. And what you're getting is heartache after heartache, disappointment after disappointment, you know, and you feel like you have all of these options, but you got to stop going to other people to ask what it is that you should do, and you need to look inside yourself. So let's get some clarity about what this all really how this all really plays out. So, and maybe more specifically, because it could be job, career, but I also see some love elements here. So it looks like it's pretty much universally across the board. Yeah, you've got the 3 of Wands with the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so that, you know, that energy means that it's you, it's the universe, and then it's all this other input and from, you know, all these other sources. And it really shouldn't be. It shouldn't be considered from all these other sources. And then the Fool card is clarified with the Star card. Okay, so there's been a lot of inspiration in your life. A lot of the universe has been providing you with really big opportunities for some, you know, life-changing events. There's been a lot of, you can see here, this is abundance. Star card is, you know, traditionally and conventionally in the Rider-Waite interpretation about hope, you know, having hope. It can sometimes be the Faith card, particularly coupled with the Fool, but the Fool is in reverse. Okay, so this is really calling you to be introspective about your leap of faith and have hope and faith that your situation, that your choice will come to fruition without all of this external help making the decision. Make the decision that you want and then attract the gurus that support the decision that you want. Okay, so if you want support and you want gurus and you want, you know, people in your life that are a support system, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of things in life are achieved with undergirding support and help from institutions and, you know, university or classes or education. That kind of stuff is necessary, but not to help you choose what to do or decide. That comes from within. And that's why all of this heartache is really here on the table. So 3 of Swords energy in reverse, or no, 3 of Swords energy with the Page of Swords. Clarification on the 3 of Swords, please, Spirit. 3 of Swords is the Fool card in reverse. So yeah, the reason why you've got this heartache in your life in the current scenario that you're starting to actually see is that you haven't been willing to really take that leap of faith. Okay, there's been a lack of confidence or a lack of understanding of yourself. Like it's almost like you're gregarious, but you don't know who you are truthfully enough to step out on that, or you're not confident enough in that. You second guess yourself. You know, there's an element of like, the word fickle is coming up. You've been fickle with yourself, you know, and you need to be more gregarious and strong in who you are and your own identity so that you know. Okay, so this is, okay, so I just got a flash image in my head. Sorry, I'm gonna explain what this is. So the flash image is of someone who represents you. Doesn't matter, male, female, however that embodies, but it's basically a person in a scenario that represents you. And you're really excited about this new decision. So then you bring it to the friends and you're like, I'm really excited, I got it, and you start explaining it and your friends are like, well, I don't know. I think I'd be worried about this, or did you think about that? Or, oh, you know what you should really do? You should do this and that and the other thing. And then you're like, oh, okay, well, I didn't consider that. And, oh, you don't, well, you know, and then you lose your enthusiasm for the choice that you wanted to make. You lose your vision for how you want this to play out in your life and how you want to apply yourself or whatever your plan is. And I really feel like trying to make everybody happy and include everybody in this has really robbed you of your own happiness, because it's too many options that you've considered. And you're trying to be the champion of all of the options rather than selecting the one that makes you happy, which is your Page of Cups. Okay? So it's over diversification, not because the original idea was corrupted, or sorry, because the original idea that you had or your original vision was corrupted by too much input from external sources. Okay, so this is about making your decision and sometimes going it alone and finding the support and the guru support that you need on the journey once you've made the decision. And don't tell anybody that you're doing it. Like literally don't include anybody that you're doing it until you get to the end and you're like, hey, look what I just accomplished. And the people who are really happy that you accomplished it, that they're there for you in the end of that endeavor, those are the people that you start including in your life in the future, because those are the people that are really for you. Okay, Page of Swords clarifier, please. Clarify the Page of Swords in the current situation for Leo. What does the Page of Swords represent for Leo right now? Okay, Queen of Coins in reverse with the Page of Swords. So your abundance, okay, your abundance has been, you've been basically in your own way as a result of this, okay? And I feel like you've been in search of your abundance and it hasn't manifested yet. This could be financial, this could be career, this could be infamy. You're going for like a famous acting career or something like that. Or you just want notoriety for what it is that you do or you are good at. You're trying to build your own business, build a brand is coming through. Any of you that are trying to build an empire, really, because the Queen of Coins is the queen of the empire, the linear 3D empire. So the reason why that hasn't manifested is because you haven't cut away all that which does not represent your absolute truth. So I really feel like what's coming through is your passion and your emotional drive to be successful in your life is going to be restored through this process, okay? Page of Cups, clarifying card, please, Spirit. Page of Cups for Leo. Clarify the Page of Cups for Leo. The Hierophant. Okay. Yeah. This is about you being your own guru, stepping into this role. And I feel like this is handing yourself the cup, the offer. Handing yourself the offer. The Page of Cups is all by himself. He's not with another card, and he doesn't represent anything else here. Okay, and I do feel also that this is inner dialogue. This, yes. 8 of Cups in reverse. Okay, yep, there's some heartache. Yep, okay. Yeah. 8 of Cups in reverse with the Page of Cups and the Hierophant. This is the current outcome of things. Current situation outcome, if that hasn't played out just yet, this is how it's going to end the resolve towards the spiritual lesson, okay? Towards the soul's journey. So what's coming through is the most immediate situation is that whatever advice you did get from this Hierophant, that is now how you're going to move forward without input from external sources, is that it's led to a significant disappointment or a significant lack of drive. It's like this, all of this advice from all of these different people has like literally knocked the wind out of your sails. Like you've lost your forward momentum in whatever project you were originally happy about. And it was in its baby stages because the page is young, new energy, okay, new emotion. So, and the Page of Cups compared to the Strength card is kind of a mild, more of a mild energy, okay? And it can be passive in the way that it's emotionally expressing itself, easily influenced by particularly a power as the Hierophant. And the Hierophant for you represents collectively all of that input from all of those different sources, okay? Is the Hierophant in your reading here, okay, is what I'm getting. Okay, and really the Strength card is about uniting your masculine and feminine energies and going it alone. Going within. Okay, so 7 of Cups. Clarifiers, please, Spirit, for the 7 of Cups. Wow. Yeah. Okay, you've got the Ace of Coin. Okay, so you're looking at lots of different opportunities, lots of different options to manifest this abundance, and you want to get excited about one of them. You want to end up on top, okay? 6 of Wands, please, Spirit. 6 of Wands with the 3 of Cups. So you've got a lot of threes. You got the 3 of Swords, 3 of Wands, and now you've got the 3 of Cups. Okay, this is really about ditching the external energies. You've really got to master getting out of everybody else's influence. Okay, that's what I see. Get down to the nitty-gritty of what your inspiration is and mastering. So your soul lesson, the main theme of the next 6 to 8 weeks is mastering this, being the champion of this energy and admiring yourself for this, not looking for someone else to give you the validation externally of what it is that you're trying to pursue. Okay, 2 of Cups in reverse. Clarification with the Hierophant in reverse for Leo, please. Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay, so you started out with this page who offered the cup. The cup was accepted. Okay, had the energy of the 3, was knocked back to the energy of the 2, and now it's at the energy. It's back to the inception. It's back to the original idea. And the reason being that it's gotten back, it's kind of like saying you're going back to the original idea because you're peeling away all of the layers of influence from this Hierophant. And you're really stripping away the need to need. Hierophant in reverse. Clarify the Hierophant in reverse for Leo. Hierophant in reverse. Yeah. Ace of Wands in reverse and the Empress. Okay, so the Empress in reverse, this is about becoming your own authority, becoming your own inspiration. Okay, embodying your own idea of success, of wealth, of beauty, of dynamic energy. I mean, the Empress really in the 3D linear space, she really is the epitome of whatever she wants to be. She's independent of mind, heart, spirit, body. Okay, she makes her own decisions. She stands in her own power. And if you're a masculine out there or a male out there, don't be intimidated by the fact that this is a feminine energy coming through, because this is internalized. So it really is about having the sensitivity to focus that energy inwardly towards yourself introspectively and gaining clarity from inside, okay? And not beating yourself up or not taking it as a B energy, what you need to shift or change. This is a feminine energy because it's about aligning yourself with your feminine energy within yourself. Okay, so there's an element of your femininity from within yourself that you need to heal and align yourself with. Your masculinity needs to align itself with this femininity rather than seeking external validation for everything. It needs to be enough to know that you want it and it's making you happy and you're satisfied with it. And it could be a choice in love, like your friends, like you've met somebody and she really sparks your life, but your friends are like, dude, you're really going to date that girl? She's not like a 10, or, you know, like you're an 8 or a 9. You really need to date a 10. Like she's not, you know, like she's way below you or something like that. But she really makes your heart sing, or, you know, there's just something about this that really makes you feel good about it, and you're listening to your friends, or your input from MAGA is coming up. Like, what is that even? I don't even know what that is. MAGA, you're listening to advice from MAGA about, you know, how to express your masculinity into the situation, and it doesn't serve you. It's not serving you. You're trying to mimic what you think you should be in the situation to please somebody you don't even know. Why are you doing that? Like, elementally speaking, you're giving up and sacrificing all of your abundance and happiness so that maybe on the off chance, if you meet somebody else that's part of this MAGA movement, that you'll be like, oh yeah, bruh. Really? That's what you're doing? That's the endeavor of success? I do have to kind of look at that situation and go, why would you ever sacrifice your happiness to present some illusionary image? Like true happiness versus the illusionary image of happiness, which isn't really happy. Why would you do that? Who does that? Stop doing that. Don't do that. Make a different decision. Make the one that you want to make. And if your friends don't approve of that decision, maybe it's time for some new friends, because those friends aren't serving your highest good. Okay? Strength card. Clarify the Strength card, please, Spirit. Clarify the Strength card for Leo. Oh yeah, transformation. Here it is. You've got the Death card. Death cards come out for you. Yep. It's decision time. Are you going to choose what makes you happy? Or are you going to choose to, you know, red pill or blue pill? You're going back into the illusion and you're going to continue to pretend like you're happy, pretend like you're satisfied with this current paradigm? Or are you going to allow the transformation of your life to take place? Okay, what energies can, frequency and energy is going to be the main focal point for Leo for this next phase? And what is the most supportive advice and energy for them? Third eye chakra. Time to do some third eye work. Third eye work. What number is this? 6. 6, 6, 6. 6. Oh, stop that. Okay. Third eye chakra. The frequency of the third eye chakra, the indigo flower of life, supports our intuition and our inner knowing, our imagination, and our psychic powers. The flower of life is a geometric shape recognized by many cultures all over the planet. It consists of 13 equal circles that intersect at the middle of each circle, creating a perfectly proportioned flower. As a symbol, the flower of life represents the universe as a whole, as well as the harmony in which all the separate components of the universe work together. So there's something disharmonious in all of this because it doesn't really reflect and express the alignment of the truth of your inner self. And that is the soul's lesson that's going to lead you to the transformation into the strength energy that's represented by the strength card, of having the inward strength enough to go it alone, if you have to pursue ultimately what makes you the most happy, the most fulfilled, the representation of your highest self, the greatest good, how you plan to contribute to this planet positively, like whatever it is that it represents for you. The color indigo is associated with the 6th or 3rd eye chakra, located in the middle of the forehead, just above the bridge of the nose. It is linked to our intuition. Oh my God, like literally every bit of confirmation that you guys are doing the intuitive work. You're developing your intuition and refining, trusting that, not just hearing what it says, because I do think that sometimes you take that into consideration, but it's also about trusting it enough inwardly that you do more based on what you feel intuitively or pick up intuitively for yourself, because it represents you in your life, in your path, in your truth, more so than anybody else. So what's coming through right now is you hear your intuition, but then you look for external validation from other people. Nobody else hears your intuition but you. You got to have the inward strength enough to go it alone sometimes and do what you feel you need to do, because all they're doing is convoluting your message and causing you not to trust that intuitive message. It is linked to our intuition, our insights, insights, and our ability to see beyond three-dimensional reality into the inner world, so that the conscious can merge with the unconscious. In many cultures, the color indigo has been traditionally associated with royalty, power, and wealth. See, all of those big themes that you've been trying to manifest in your life, Leo, is really the reason why it hasn't come to fruition and it hasn't manifested fully and entirely, is because you have all of this outside influence, all of this external influence that's corrupting your vision for your life. As we assign to our authoritarian figures a higher consciousness that is based on a deeply rooted connection to source, its sense is telepathy. So you're developing, if anything, that you should be developing externally, it's telepathy. Okay, so, and that initiates internal, okay? And that's why I think you have these cards in reverse, and I hope that that resonated with you guys. If you would like to have a very specific personal reading, reach out to me at ProjectFEVtarot@gmail.com. Send me a little snippet email and let me know what it is that you're interested in, and we can design some kind of customized package for you. Otherwise, look for new video and content that's going to be uploaded to the channel soon. Like and subscribe, please. And thank you, as always, being here. I love you guys, my Sebbies. I appreciate every single one of you. And as always, namaste.